Hero is a cooperative game in which all players get to win if they manage to slay the dragon before it destroys the whole kingdom. The life of the dragon is separated into 4 parts: wings, head, limbs, and body. In the Quickplay version, if 2 of them get filled with these tiles, then the dragon is considered slayed. The kingdom that the dragon is attacking is represented by these cards, called the kingdom cards. Players will begin with the amount of kingdom cards shown in this table, depending on the mode they are playing. The dragon will destroy it first, but we will get to it. At the beginning of the game, players will choose a character between the playable characters available. For easier understanding, we are gonna choose this fella, which is the easiest character to play with. This drawing represents the amount of resources that character will begin with, and here there will be a quick explanation of the other things this character has. So, for Good Bobby here, it says that he begins with a pile of cards called the supply cards, consisting of 1 weapon card, 1 companion supply card, 1 item supply card, 1 combat supply card, and 1 title supply card. These supplies represent what Bobby can teach or give to the hero later in the game. On the front of Good Bobby's card are shown all the possible actions that character can choose to take during their turns. Let's start from top to bottom. Resource lets Bobby take 1 gold from the center. This action costs nothing more, hence the free world beside it. Why would Bobby need gold anyway? Well, there are going to be actions that demand Bobby to pay some resources. For example, if Bobby wants to foster a hero, then Bobby needs to pay 2 gold to take that action. So, going on, the second possible action, Foster, lets Bobby reveal a hero card and 2 aspects. Bobby's gonna choose which combination he wants. Either he wants a hippie fighter or a gladiator fighter. Let's say he chooses the gladiator fighter. He's gonna put it in front, so everyone can help equip that fighter. Let's finish Bobby's possibilities, then we go back to the hero stats. Draw lets Bobby draw a card from his own supply pile, so he has it ready to give it to the hero. Equip lets Bobby attach that card to a hero. But remember, this action costs some gold, so have that in mind. The trade action lets Bobby trade 3 gold for 5 gold. Yeah, we all want to be like Bobby someday. The quest action lets you take 1 of the destroyed kingdom cards. And what are these cards for? Well, these cards are considered a special type of resource, called Seal. With Seal, anyone can motivate the hero enough to go and attack the dragon. That is the last action, motivate. It lets Bobby throw some of the seal he has to the hero. This action is the only action in the game that does not consume an action. Or in other words, players can motivate a hero anytime during their turn, even if all the available actions per player are consumed. How many actions per player are available then? This is also shown in the dragon mat. For 2 players, there are 3 actions per player. For 4 players, 2 actions per player, and so on. When all players have consumed all their available actions, then the dragon will attack again. But let's go back to our volunteer hero. The upper left symbol is the amount of seal this hero requires to be motivated enough to go and attack the dragon. So the moment this hero gets 4 seal, which is the sum of 3 plus 1, it will become a confronting hero. The symbols on the upper right define the affinity that hero has with some of the characters. That stat is not used in the quick play mode, so let's skip it now. This symbol, called the aim, defines which part of the dragon this hero is able to hit. The heart symbols represent the stamina of a hero. When confronting the dragon, a hero will take damage depending on the table of the dragon's stats. This invader always damages 1 by 1, but don't expect all invaders to be damaging heroes as lightly as the dragon does. The bottom part of the hero stats defines how much damage it is able to deal to the dragon, and if he has the right tools to achieve this. The star marks, called the tricks, define which lines of damage are activated and which are not. So for a gladiator fighter, the blue, the red, and the green lines are activated, but it doesn't have the yellow trick. So it only makes this amount of damage. Let's go to the last part of the game. This part is called the combat phase. So, after all players have taken all of their available actions of 1 round, the combat phase begins. This phase is separated into 5 steps. First, the cleanup step. During the cleanup step, players will remove all kingdom cards from the active kingdom. Second is the hero's damage step. In this phase, players will fill the dragon grid with the corresponding hits shown only in the confronting hero's stats. So, our gladiator fighter will damage with the 2 squares figure to the head of the dragon. Third, the dragon will destroy the kingdom. The amount destroyed depends on the number of destruction shown in the dragon stats table. So, for our quick play mode, it will destroy 5. Players take 5 kingdom cards from the kingdom pile and put them in the active kingdom. Here, we will explain the last hero stat, the threat. For each threat the hero has, the dragon will destroy 5 minus that amount. So, for example, if a hero has 2 threat, the dragon will only destroy 3 kingdom cards instead of 5. In the fourth step, the dragon will damage and terrorize the confronting heroes. Take 1 damage counter and place them into each confronting hero. And the terror, also shown in the dragon stats table, is the amount of seal cards the dragon removes to each confronting hero. So, our gladiator fighter will lose 2 seal and get 1 damage counter. And at last, in the fifth step, if any hero has the same amount of damage counters as its stamina, then the hero is considered devoured. If a hero has no seal left, instead of being devoured, the hero will be considered to have fled. Fleeing or being devoured, the players will put aside the hero and carve its name in a zone called the Memorial. Players will take turns again to begin another round. And, as said at the beginning, players win if they slay the dragon before it takes away all kingdom cards. So that's all for the quick play mode. But we really want to transmit that the full game has some other interesting mechanics going on. Like these cards, called disaster cards, which will be happening throughout the rounds, or these special actions available to everyone, plus the main actions and the unique character actions. Also, the kingdom cards will be destroyed face up, adding more possibilities to the game with the 4 kingdom type of cards: quests, traits, heroics, and fates. And for last, players will have 4 available resources instead of only gold: natural, mineral, knowledge, and gold. So, now that you know how to prepare a hero, you can start saving your own kingdom from that hungry dragon.